Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's DLloyd. So we finally got a response from De'Aaron Fox because there's been a lot of people talking and speculation about the Sacramento Kings firing former head coach Mike Brown. And this morning on the Run It Back FanDuel TV show, we heard from Lou Williams saying that he heard that Mike Brown asked DeMar DeRozan to come off of the bench, and that caused somewhat of a pushback in the locker room. We know something probably happened, right? Because the way Mike Brown was fired, at least you will hope something happened, because the way he was fired, I still feel that he was done dirty and it was disrespectful, right? You allow this man to host practice. You allow him to do media after said practice. And then before you hop on the plane to go to LA for your next game, you decide that is the moment that we are going to fire him. Not after the game where they give up the 19-point lead, not before practice, but right before we hop on the plane, after you allow everything else to take place, is when you're going to let him go. I think a lot of people could say that was a cowardly move and very disrespectful for a person that you just gave a 3-year extension to in the offseason. I still don't like how that was done. Now, people are saying that maybe after that game, right, because he put a lot of that blame on giving them the 19-point loss on their star player, De'Aaron Fox. We know the situation with De'Aaron Fox. He's looking to maybe sign an extension or go elsewhere, and he is a key member that we are watching, right, because we know the Miami Heat are interested. We know the Lakers could be interested, even though I think that's far-fetched, and that's not going to happen. But the Miami Heat are real players in getting De'Aaron Fox. So I think the Kings knew that something was going on, maybe some type of friction between Mike Brown and De'Aaron Fox, allegedly, and maybe that's why they made the move. But we finally heard from the man himself, De'Aaron Fox, and this is what he said on Twitter. So he was obviously referencing right here. This was Lou Williams talking about DeMar DeRozan was asked to be benched, and maybe that is why there was some pushback. But De'Aaron Fox says there was never any pushback about anything. This narrative of us butting heads or me going to management saying anything is BS. So you could run with that if you want to. So I mean, very, very to the point, very straight to the point from De'Aaron Fox saying, don't believe this narrative. I really had nothing to do with it. We also heard in an interview, I think it was yesterday, it could have been 2 days ago, did he feel guilty or responsible for Mike Brown being let go? And he essentially said no, he doesn't. But the good news is Mike Brown had a fully guaranteed contract, so he's going to get paid. Didn't show a lot of remorse, but also from the business standpoint, I understand what he was saying, right? Because you don't ask coaches if they feel guilty that a player got traded. We didn't hear anything about JJ Redick. Do you feel guilty that D'Angelo Russell was traded? And if so, he'll probably have a similar answer that, yeah, of course, you want everything to work out, but some things don't work out. And maybe he has a better opportunity going to the Brooklyn Nets, or if he ends up being bought out wherever he ends up playing. But I'm not mad at the answer from De'Aaron Fox. I think he answered it. He's saying that, yo, I don't know what you're hearing, but I'm telling you out of my own mouth, we did not butt heads. I did not go to management. Nothing happened. Nothing transpired from there. Now, this is now just an instance of who are you going to believe? I'm a side with De'Aaron Fox. I don't think you have a reason to come out there and just say this. He could have, said it in other ways, but this was very straightforward. I don't think he did. Now, could they have sensed something with De'Aaron Fox? Yes. You don't have to necessarily go to management for management to know that you're upset. So I think two things could be true in this situation, because something clearly had to have taken place in order for Mike Brown to be fired the way he was fired, in my opinion. I don't think this is just you woke up and then just decided to let him go. I think clearly something could have been there, especially how they fired him. But did he specifically go? I don't believe he did. So just reading between the lines, I think it was something of either maybe he was letting emotion show, maybe agents or something, other things could have said something. Maybe it was just body language. And I'm not saying it was just him. Anybody in the locker room, right, could have been showing some disinterest in Mike Brown being the coach, as if he's not, the ideal leader for this team. There could have been a lot of ways that the team showed. I just want to reiterate, not De'Aaron Fox specifically. The team showed that he is not the right leader, and maybe that's what tipped him off. And I think both could be true. But he responded. I think it's a good response. You guys let me know. What do you guys think of this entire situation? Do you blame De'Aaron Fox or some of the players? Do you think Mike Brown, was rightfully asked DeMar DeRozan to go on the bench? Do you think that was the good decision? Do you think that maybe he shouldn't have ever asked a veteran like DeMar DeRozan to come off the bench? There's a lot of moving pieces, but you guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. As usual, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.